What's up, worlds? The 7 Worlds Gaming here today, and today we're gonna go ahead and compare the AUG versus the M14EBR, because why the heck not? We're having a lot of discussion about it on the streams and on the videos, so I figure I'll do a video like this, and this video is sponsored by NetEase, so huge shout out to them for sponsoring this video. Now, pretty much to start off with, these guns started off the exact same way, and what I mean by that is that both of the guns were actually coming out of supply drops. Now you can find the EBR, so I'm wondering in the future you'll be able to find the AUG without just having to just having to go to a supply drop. So it'll be really interesting to see what they do in regards to that. Now, one of the things that pops out right away with the AUG is that you can add an extra attachment to it. You can only add like 3 attachments to the M14EBR, but you can add 4 attachments to the AUG. So definitely keep that in mind. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you the recoil pattern. So that's right there in automatic. Once again, as you can see, it goes straight up and then a little bit side to side once he actually gets to the top. So if you want to go ahead and just pretty much deny that recoil, just try to hold it down, and just keep in mind this one is gonna jump even when you hold it down. This reminds me a lot of an AKM. So if you do try to use this gun, just know it's pretty much just the recoil pattern is kind of like an AKM, and this is the M4A1, just for comparison as well. Why not? Let me go ahead and show you that. Now the M4A1, to manage the recoil, is a lot easier. So honestly, what I would go ahead and say is the AUG, it's a great gun, but just know that the recoil pattern, it's definitely a pain in the butt. And here you go. Let me just go ahead and show it to you one more time. Now just aiming down the scope, because a lot of you guys are gonna go ahead and have a scope on this gun. Now with the scope, as you can see, it goes up and to the left once it gets to the top. So definitely a little bit different with the scope than without the scope. Interesting so far, nonetheless, very interesting. And as I said, you will be able to add 4 attachments to the AUG in comparison to just 3 to the M14EBR. So now that we kind of went through the AUG, and here before the video ends, I'm gonna actually show you a side-by-side comparison between all the stats of the gun, and this is the M14EBR, which you can have single fire or burst mode. And I'm just gonna try to just spam it right here. You know what, let's go ahead and do burst, see how fast we can actually shoot this thing. There you have it right there. So right off the bat, in comparison out of both, I will go ahead and say, if you want accuracy, definitely go with the M14EBR. Now, if you want more of a punch, then definitely go with the AUG. It will be harder to control than the M14, but as I said, you will be able to just add an extra attachment to it. So it pretty much, it comes down to your preference. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and say, I think the M14 is a winner for me. I'm a person that likes accuracy over especially with the potato aim that I have. I like accuracy over a punch, unless it's up close and personal. And if you can have both of the guns, why not? Just go ahead and have both of the guns. Now, one quick thing I want to go ahead and point out is that the AUG and the M14 both do have the same reloading pattern. So if you do run out of bullets, it is gonna go ahead and take about 1.5 seconds, but you'll be able to reload. So just keep that in mind. So overall, I think the guns are pretty similar, although one of them is definitely harder to control, and that right there is the AUG against somebody with armor. Worlds, hopefully these videos are helping you out. Please let me know in the comments below, which other gun would you like me to see compared this one to? Or which guns would you like me to see compare? We have compared before the SVD versus the QU88, and we also compare the Vector versus the MP5. So let me know in the comments below, which one would you like me to compare. I think the next one we should do might be the ACR versus the AR-15, because honestly, they are both very, very alike. So definitely let me know in the comments below which 2 guns you'd like me to see compare in the future. And if this video, if you are enjoying this series, do me a favor, hit that like button now. As I mentioned, I am going to go ahead and show you both of the gun stats side by side. Now, I feel like this stats sometimes can be a little bit misleading, so please keep that in mind. As you can tell, the fire rate, they're pretty much the exact same, and I think that's because the M14EBR, you can do it in bursts, but obviously, I'm just going to go ahead and give the edge to the AUG. In regards to power, I think it seems like they're both identical too, but I still think the AUG carries a little bit more punch. Now, stability, obviously it goes to the M14EBR without a definite of a doubt, and the mag side is obviously the exact same thing. So worlds, if you enjoy that, once again hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And as always, it has been the 7 Worlds Gaming, and I'm gonna go ahead and see you in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Bye bye.